Here's a long, interesting and accurate retelling of the story of Prophet Musa, Moses and Pharaoh, written in simple English and starting from Pharaoh's oppression of the Israelites, including his arrogance, Musa's warning, the plagues on Egypt, and the showdown with the magicians. This version stays true to the Quran, the story of Musa and Pharaoh, told in simple English based on the Quran.
Before we proceed, please like, share, and subscribe.
A long time ago in Egypt, there lived a very powerful king named Pharaoh. He was not just a king, he was a tyrant. He ruled the land with cruelty and pride. Pharaoh did something no human should ever do. He told his people, "I am your God." And sadly, many believed him. Pharaoh had made the children of Israel, Bani Israel, who were descendants of Prophet Jacob, into slaves. He forced them to work day and night under the hot sun, building his buildings and obeying his every command. He would not feed them properly unless they bowed down to his status and showed complete submission to him. Anyone who refused was beaten, imprisoned, or even killed. The people cried in pain, but Pharaoh did not care. One day, a man from among the Israelites returned to Egypt after many years. His name was Musa, Moses, peace be upon him. He had once lived in Pharaoh's palace, but had left Egypt after a mistake and spent years away. Now he was back with a message from Allah, the one true God. Musa walked into Pharaoh's court and stood before the powerful king who had once raised him. With calmness and courage, he said, "O Pharaoh, I am a messenger from the Lord of the worlds. Let the children of Israel go free. Stop oppressing them and turn back to Allah, your creator." Pharaoh laughed and mocked him. "Did we not raise you here? Now you come back with this message. Who is this Lord of the worlds you speak of?" Musa replied, "He is the one who created everything, who gave each thing its form and guidance. He is the true God, not you." Pharaoh grew angry. He rejected Musa's message and refused to free the Israelites. So Allah began to send signs, powerful calamities, to warn Pharaoh and his people. The first signs to blood. One morning, the people woke up and found their river water had turned red. It looked like blood. The Nile, their source of life, had become disgusting. The fish died and the water smelled terrible. The people couldn't drink or use it. They ran to Pharaoh and begged him, "Please ask Musa to pray to his Lord to remove this curse." So Musa prayed and Allah removed the plague. But Pharaoh did not change. He went back to his arrogance. The second sign, the frogs. Then came another sign. Frogs began to appear everywhere, in houses, kitchens, food, and even beds. People couldn't eat, sleep, or walk without stepping on them. Once again they begged Musa, "Ask your Lord to stop this." Musa prayed again and the frogs went away, but still Pharaoh refused to believe. The third sign, the lice and bugs. Next, Allah sent lice and tiny insects that covered people's bodies and filled the air. People were scratching themselves until they bled. The crops and food were ruined. The land became full of disease. The Egyptians begged again. Musa asked Allah and the plague stopped. But Pharaoh broke his promise again. The fourth sign, the flood. Then came flooding. Heavy rain and overflowing rivers destroyed houses and farms. The people had no food and no shelter. Once again they begged Musa to help. He prayed. Allah showed mercy. But Pharaoh's heart remained hard. The fifth sign, the locusts. Then Allah sent swarms of locusts. They covered the skies and ate every single crop in the fields. What the floods didn't destroy, the locusts ate. Still, Pharaoh would not surrender to the truth. The sixth sign, the plague. Allah then sent a disease that spread across Egypt. Many people became ill. Yet again Pharaoh begged for relief, only to return to his arrogance once it was gone. Each time Allah gave him a chance. Each time he broke his word. The showdown with the magicians. When Pharaoh had enough of Musa's warnings and signs, he decided to challenge him publicly. He said, "I will gather the best magicians in Egypt. Let us see who has more power, your God or my people." On the day of the event, thousands of Egyptians gathered. The magicians came forward with their ropes and sticks. They threw them down, and through magic, the ropes looked like snakes moving across the ground. The crowd was amazed. Musa felt a little fear in his heart, but Allah said, "Do not be afraid, Musa. You will win." Then Musa threw down his staff. It turned into a real, living serpent, bigger and stronger than anything the magicians had created. It moved toward the false snakes and swallowed them all. The crowd gasped. The magicians knew right away. Sure. Here's a long, interesting and accurate retelling of the story of Prophet Musa, Moses and Pharaoh, written in simple English and starting from Pharaoh's oppression of the Israelites, including his arrogance, Musa's warning, the plagues on Egypt, and the showdown with the magicians.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وما بينهما وما تحت الثرى وإن تجهر بالقول فإنه يعلم السر وأخفى الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى وهل أتاك حديث موسى بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وما بينهما وما تحت الثرى وإن تجهر بالقول فإنه يعلم السر وأخفى الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى وهل أتاك حديث موسى بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وما بينهما وما تحت الثرى وإن تجهر بالقول فإنه يعلم السر وأخفى الله لا إله إلا